Ecouia. I'm the creator and founder of Silky Saks, and I'm here today to share some books with you that helped me build my hair business. But before we get into that, if this is your first time coming to the channel, I want to say welcome and thank you so much. If you're not new and you're a returning sub, thank you so much to my Silky Chicks. That's what I call my subs. Here at Silky Saks, we come to you on Mondays and Fridays with wig reviews, hair tips, hair tutorials, and product reviews. So this video is going to be a little bit different than what we normally do, but Silky Saks is a hair business. It's a product that I invented, and so I want to share with you guys some of my business knowledge since Silky Saks is going to be making 3 years. Yes, 3 years next month. Thank you so much. And also, I get a lot of DMs and people asking me different tips and different questions about businesses, wanting to start a business. So I decided to start this series called Boss Up to help people if you want to get into the business, if you have questions about business, to help you out. So without further ado, let's get into it. So first of all, if you're not familiar with Silky Saks, a Silky Sack is a silk lined bag that I created in order to not just store your wigs, but to help your wigs have longevity. The silk lining allows the hair to just glide, and it cuts down on the shedding, matting, and tangling. It also helps to lock moisture into the hair so it's not so dry. So you know how we usually sleep with a silk pillowcase or with a silk bonnet on? It's that same concept, but it's for your wigs and hair extensions, because ladies and gentlemen, we spend a lot of money on our hair. We want it to last for as long as possible. So that's what makes me qualified to talk about business if you're not familiar with my company and who I am. So the link to our website will be down in the description box below. So now that you have a little bit of background on who I am, why I'm qualified, let's go ahead and get into these books. So the first book is called Launch Your Beauty Brand Toolkit by Kashira Moffett. You guys, I really recommend this book, especially if you are a beginner. This book is really helpful because it is full of worksheets. It helps you figure out who your target customer is, their profiles. It helps you build out your marketing plan. It helps you figure out what your packaging is going to look like, your quarterly financials, and there's worksheets in there that are really good that you can take the time to fill out. I believe it also is an ebook. I don't have the ebook, but I believe it's also an ebook too. And for every book, of course, check the description box. The links will be down there for these books. But this book is a really great book. Kashira Moffett also has her own makeup line, and so if you're in the beauty business, whether it's hair or not, this book is great to help you really sit down and plan out a lot of the aspects of your business, especially when you're in the beginning. It just kind of helps you lay everything out from marketing to packaging, all of it. So definitely want to get that one. The next book is Influencer. So this book is by Brittany Hennessy, and Brittany Hennessy used to work for Fortune 5 companies in their influencer marketing department. She is the one who will reach out to influencers, write the contracts, and get the deals for them to go ahead and promote the products. Now, you're thinking, Ecouia, why would I want an influencer book if I'm starting a business? Because if you have a business and you do social media, your own social media, like your YouTube channel, Instagram, IGTV, YouTube posts, anything like that, then you have a certain amount of influence. And it also, guess what, takes influence to sell products. So this book was really good because if you have a business, you're going to be working with influencers, as well as to a certain degree you are an influencer. So it was really good to see what companies look at in influencers so you can know what to look for when you're looking for your influencers. And it also shows you how to be an influencer so that you can step your game up and represent your company very well so that you can be having influence as well. This next book is Build a Story Brand by Donald Miller. You guys, this book is so good for learning how to tell a story, especially when you're doing your marketing and your social media for your business. You're going to need to tell a story. That's how you help build your brand. So inside the book, he breaks down how movies are written and the different characters and aspects that are in movies, and how you can take that and apply it to your business and how you market. It also has a ton of worksheets and different things that you can do to really help you think about your brand. One of the things I really learned from the book is a lot of times when we're selling our products, we will talk about the benefits, right? And of course, everybody loves the benefits. But what you really want to be selling is what you're fixing, what you're doing. So for example, with medicine, yes, it's easy. The pill is small. You can swallow it easy. It'll give you some relief. But what people really want to know is it's going to stop your headache in 2 hours. That's the result. So it really teaches you how to use the language and how to talk about not just the features of your business and the products that you're selling, but what is it solving? What result is your customer or your client going to get from your product? Because that is what people are really buying, the result. The next book is You Are a Badass at Making Money by Jen Sincero. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, Jen. You guys, this book is an excellent book because part of being a business is to make money, right? Now, that is not the only part of business. If you're only in business to make money, just let me tell you right now, you're going to be stressed out, because especially if you're just beginning, it's going to take some time before you start seeing the dollars, and you're going to be spending way more in the beginning than you're going to earn unless you're truly, truly blessed. But for most of us, that's how it goes. So this book does an excellent job of helping you break down that money mindset, especially a negative money mindset. I know before this book, I kind of realized that I had a scarcity mindset when it came to money, thinking that there wasn't enough to go around. But through doing this book and the different worksheets and exercises that she has you do, I really learned that no, you have to come from a place of abundance when it comes to money. And not only when it comes to money, but also when it comes to your business, you have to think in a place of abundance. You will be successful. You will get through these. Things that you want to happen are going to happen, even if it's taking time. You always have to really have a good mindset. And so this book just really helped me, and I think it will also help you, especially if you are not very versed in money or haven't had to deal with a lot of money or the thought of how to make money. It really just helps you think about step by step, not only how you can make money, but how some things and beliefs at your core that you may have could be blocking you from making that money. And I can't tell you guys how important mindset is when it comes to business. Mindset really is half the battle. A lot of us can figure out how to get products and put our names on it, but a lot of us don't know how to sell those things or how to have the mindset to stay positive. So this next book, as well as the book I just mentioned, will really help you with that. And so last but not least, we have Grit. Grit is by Angela Duckworth, and you guys, I highly, highly recommend Grit. Now, Grit isn't necessarily a business book. It is more of a mindset book. But like I said before, when it comes to business, mindset is a huge part of it. So what I really liked about Grit is Angela studied different people who are quote unquote successful, athletes, famous actors, politicians, etc. And basically looked at people who are, considered extremely smart in school and scholarly. What is it that they all had in common? And what they all had in common was grit. And grit is basically what Angela believes is what makes people successful, because it takes perseverance and grit to run a business. And so basically she breaks down how all of these people that she studied, what they had in common is they believed in a deeper meaning and a deeper level of what they were doing. So for instance, for me with Silky Saks, I'm not just selling a bag that you keep your hair in. I am selling something that helps women feel beautiful and feel better about themselves, because hair is such a part of our identity. And so when you keep your hair, in this sack and you take it out, your hair is beautiful, you're ready to go, you can travel with it, it's easy, it's convenient, and I also invented it. So it's inspiring women to know that if they have an idea or something they mind, then they too can do it. So that's the difference between just selling a product and also having a deep meaning and belief behind what you're doing. So those are the 5 books, and I'm just going to go ahead and mention one more book. I have read this book and I could not find it, but I think it's very important, and it's Robert Kiyosaki's Cash Flow Quadrant. You guys, this book is a must read if you're in business. Robert Kiyosaki also wrote the very popular book Rich Dad Poor Dad, and that's definitely one of my favorite books of all time. After reading that book, I started my first business about 10 years ago. But what I like about this second book, Cash Flow Quadrant, is that it breaks down what makes a business. And really what makes a business successful is a system. And it breaks down how to create that system. So an example is we all can make a hamburger, right? We can all make a great hamburger. Some of you will probably argue you could sell and make a hamburger better than McDonald's. But McDonald's is making millions of dollars selling their burgers, and you most likely aren't. Why is that? Because there's a system that they created. And so he breaks down in the book how you create a system that can be replicated so that you can move from working in your business all the time to working on your business. So I don't want to give too much of that one away. I really think you should read them. I really think you should read all 5. If you have read any of these books, or if you have a business or have read a book that is really helping you starting your business, please share down in the comments below. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to go ahead and subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up. Please follow us over on Instagram if you're not already. And let me know, what did you think of this series? Do you like this series? If you do, let me know and I will continue to do this. Also, if you have any questions that you will want to get answered about business or things that you're thinking of, go ahead and put them down in the comments below. I will do my best to maybe create some videos on them to answer the questions in the future as we continue with the series. As always, I want to say thank you guys so much for watching, and remember, better care is better wear.